The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Why, hi there, everybody. My name is Ron Chuckett. Welcome to the program for this 23rd day of August, 2022. We welcome you in for the second part of this Toronto-Boston shindig. The Red Sox lost when we were last with you, and don't look that good today if you're a Red Sox fan. It's Jim Clancy for the Blue Jays and Al Nipper for the Red Sox. Now, this will be a bullpen game for Toronto. Clancy's only rated for 95 pitches. Al Nipper can go the distance, but when we show you his stats in a moment, good luck if he can go the distance. The Blue Jays, 87-57. The Red Sox, 82-63. And the Yankees are now in clear in second place. So it's first and third playing for this. The Red Sox need this game desperately, and their offense is all pretty good. The Blue Jays, their fate is in their own hands. You keep winning, you're going to win the division. It's just that time of the year. So game 145 for the Jays, 146 for the Sox, and this starts our week right here on Retro Sports Network. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1985. Today from Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, it's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so it will be Al Nipper, making his 24th start of the year. He somehow is 11-7 with an earned run average of 620. He is 26 years old, a fastball pitcher at 90 and a fly ball pitcher. This will be his second start against the Blue Jays. 6 2/3, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked 4. Striking out 2, the Blue Jays beat him. He has won his last 2 decisions and 6 of his last 7. Last time out 6 days ago against the Orioles in a 16-6 throttling of Baltimore. 7 1/3 innings for Al, 106 hits. 106 pitches. That just seems like it's 106 hits. 9 hits, 4 runs all earned, 2 homers allowed. He walked 2 and struck out 6. When you look at that line, it looks like he could be at Jordan Marsh as a Christmas tree. Goodness gracious. 143 2/3 innings, 162 hits, 107 runs, 99 earned, 21 homers. He has walked 72 and struck out 75. So he's actually due to have a good start. His earned run average is a full 2 runs and change over his real-life number. 406 isn't bad. But somehow, some way, he has a better record. Defensively, or the lineup that he'll face, Tony Fernandez leads off at short. How you doing, John? Lloyd Mosby in center will bat second. Lance Mullenix at third goes third. George Bell cleans up in left. Al Oliver batting 5th is the designated hitter. Cliff Johnson back at first will bat 6th. Jesse Barfield in right will go 7th. Ernie Witt behind the plate goes 8th. And Garth Ord, party on Garth, is at second. He'll bat 9th. Clancy, again, 95 pitches. So the Red Sox know from the get-go they're going to get in to that Toronto pen. Defensively for the Red Sox, it worked for them last week. Mike Easler being a 2 and a 1 in left. Tony Armas a 3 and a 3 in center. Dwight Evans a 7 and a 9 in right. Wade Boggs a 5 at third. And Glenn Hoffman, who had the big hit late in their loss last week, a 5 at second. Marty Barrett a 6 at short. Marty Barrett a 6 at second. Bill Buckner a 5 at first. Gedman a 7 and a 7 behind the plate. And Red Sox fans might want to mix themselves some 7 and 7s. Al Nipper is a 7 on the mound with a .912 fielding percentage. So Fernandez, who should be leading off for the Jays at 304, 4 homers and 47 RBI. And this one starts on a cool night with a ground ball to first. Buckner makes a great play, underhands it to Nipper for the out. So Buckner, that one was kind of straddling the line, and Bill waited to make sure it wasn't going to roll foul. Underhanded it to Nipper, who has some speed, and there's one out. Brings up Mosby, Lloyd at 260, 17 homers and 86 RBI. Nipper winds and deals, and there's a high fly ball, right center field. Armas gonna retreat. That one's gonna get down in the triangle, and Mosby's got himself a stand-up double. You talk about triangles, there's the Bermuda Triangles, where planes would usually disappear. That triangle in right center at Fenway is where balls go to disappear. When Bill Buckner hit an inside the park home run there in 1990, that was because the center fielder fell down, and it's 420. You see that yellow line there where the stands kind of jut back out? That's all in play. And the best description of how you doing, Jamie, a 25-month streak. Wow. Thank you. The triangle in North Carolina, Raleigh-Durham, and Chapel Hill. Anyway, when I was a kid, they would describe Fenway Park as like an English muffin. It was just full of nooks and crannies, except for you weren't spreading butter on it. Rance Mullenix is at 295, 9 homers and 55 RBI. Nipper deals, ground ball to third. Boggs across the way for the out. 25 months in a row. Thank you, my friend. George Bell at 273, 27 homers, 102 RBI. Nipper delivers. Popped up. Gedman. Back. Doffs the mask. And that will retire the side. Blue Jays get a double and leave them on. No runs, a hit, no errors. Bottom one, no score. And so Jim Clancy, who has that knowing look on his face, he's looked at your search engine history. He knows. He just knows. Clancy 5-6. He'll make four more starts, including this one. And Toronto, in the real season, needed every single one of them. His earned run average is great, 319. He's 30 years old, a fly ball plus pitcher and a fastball pitcher. And tops out at 85. He has made one start against the Red Sox, 5 2/3, 7 hits, 5 runs all earned. He walked 1, struck out 5, and had no decision. Now, last time out was 5 days ago. He beat the Yankees 4-2. 6 1/3, just 91 pitches. 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He gave up a homer. He's now given up 11. He walked 1 and struck out 2. So the key for Clancy is keep his innings short. He does have 3 appearances where he's pitched 7 innings. And that would be about the max for Clancy. 115 2/3 for Jim, 88 hits, 43 runs, 41 earned, the 11 homers. He has walked 27, striking out 59. And when he faced the Red Sox, it was on Flag Day, June 14th, and a no decision. And this will be the lineup he'll face. Dwight Evans leads off in right. Wade Boggs at third will bat second. Bill Buckner at first will go third. Rice, the DH, cleans up. Gedman behind the plate bats fifth. Tony Armas in center goes sixth. Mike Easler in left field goes seventh. Marty Barrett batting eighth plays second. And Glenn Hoffman in the 9-hole at short. Nipper through 24 pitches is half of the first. George Bell a 5 5 in left for Toronto. Lloyd Mosby a 5 4 in center. Barfield an 8 10 in right. Mullenix a 3 at third. Fernandez an 8 at short. Org a 3 at second. Cliff Johnson should not be at first base. He's a 1. And in Action PC, 1 is indeed the loneliest number. Ernie Witt is a 6 and a 3 behind the plate. Clancy's a 7 range out of 10 on the mound and with a .955 fielding percentage. Dewey digs in at 246, 25 homers and 86 RBI. Clancy winds and deals. Left center field, and it's gone. That one hit the light standard in left center, and it's 1-0 Red Sox. Dewey just smashed that one. His 26th of the year, his third against the Jays. And we'll take the chance to show you the replay here without the game freezing. Bada bing, bada boom. That one is left of the flagpole and hammered. And it's on this rare occasion where the Yankees are rooting for the Red Sox. The Yankees only had 3 left against Toronto. That's the last weekend of the season. And they need to have it within their own hands. You're not going to expect Toronto to choke this away. Boggs at 363, 11 homers, and 60 RBI. And that ball is gone. Oh my goodness gracious. Well up past the bullpens. And it's 2-0 Boston. Jim Clancy is doing his impression of a meat locker out here. Fried chicken day for Boggs for sure. Going to try to show this one without freezing. He just absolutely sent that one into orbit. Now, this is an older illustration of Fenway, but that's out in... You could have seen that one from the Prue. Oh, my word. So that's his 12th, and as soon as you can say Narragansett, it's 2-0 Boston. So here's Buckner. 311, 23 homers, and 103 RBI. That one stays in the yard, foul, an 0-2 count. Go Sox! So the Sox fans are out in abundance. By the way, 64 degrees, a cool night here in Boston. And winds blowing left to right from 9, but both of those home runs didn't need any help from Mother Nature. Left side, Fernandez and Mullenix in the yard. Mullenix will call for it, 1 out. So finally, Clancy gets a batter. Here's Rice hitting 284, 23 homers, and 99 RBI. And the Red Sox, who fell just short the last time we were together, jump out to the 2-0 lead. Line drive to first. Johnson swallows it up. 2 out. Brings up Gedman Rich at 275. 10 homers and 62 RBI. It popped up. Witt. Ernie runs back to the screen, and that will be foul. 1-2 the count. Clancy delivers. Gedman slaps that one into right field for a base hit. So the Red Sox have come loaded for bear. And again, they will play in Toronto. And we will play the Blue Jays when that happens, just to be fair. But they are in the right spot now, and these are games the Red Sox can't lose. Tony Armas, 273, 27 homers, 83 RBI. Gedman on first. Armas slaps that one for extra bases down the right field line. Gedman turns on the lawnmower engine. Armas will have 2. Gedman rounds third and scores without a throw. And Armas is going to go for 3. That rattled down in the corner there, and Tony's got himself his 5th triple of the year. You got to think, we told you all about nooks and crannies here at Fenway. We'll put some butter and jam on your Thomas's English muffin. Goodness gracious, Tony Armas, his 5th triple. I think it's 4, John. It is 4 games. The Red Sox are 5.5. So the Yankees are thrilled out of their mind that the Red Sox are up 3-0 here in the first with 2 out. For Mike Easler, hitting .262, 18 homers and 82 RBI. So the Red Sox, they really, really, really need this game. And the Yankees would like to have the Red Sox to have this game. Easler in the left center. Mosby moseys over, and that will retire the side. But the Red Sox put on 3 runs on 4 hits. The homers from Evans and Boggs, and the triple by Tony Armas, of all people. And after 1, it's 3-0. So Oliver, Johnson, and Barfield. So yeah, we got a good 3-team race going. Toronto has a home series, though, against the Red Sox and the Yankees left. And guess what you will see a lot of as we come down the stretch? Not the Dodgers. And of course, in the American League West, it is Kansas City and California. Oliver at .252, 5 homers, and 16 RBI. Nipper starts the second with a line drive to Boggs, 1 out. Boggs actually had to leap to make that catch. Nipper, 11-7. Yeah, the Dodgers. The National League West champion Dodgers. You got to wonder, even then, how much of... Somewhere Lorenzo is asking me to show the Dodgers. Well, the next scheduled Dodgers game on Retro Sports Network will be Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. The good news for them, it's at Dodger Stadium. You look at Nipper's numbers, and you kind of understand why wins and losses don't mean much. When your earned run average, hi Matt, is up there as the same as an AM station's number on the dial, that's not good. Pitch to Johnson. Struck him out. A 1-2 change for strike 3. And there's 2 out for Barfield. 300. Yeah, you can be patient. You'll wait. 26 homers and 83 RBI. What gets lost in 85 is that you actually have a halfway decent chance of an I-5 series. The Angels, why not? They're technically in first place. Pitch to Barfield. Jesse into right field. Evans running a long way. Makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Blue Jays go in order after 1.5. 3-0 Boston. And so Clancy will face Barrett, Hoffman, and Evans. Marty hitting .280, 4 homers, and 36 RBI. Into right. Barfield doesn't even have to move. 1 out. Brings up Hoffman. Glenn at .292, 6 homers, and 45 RBI. And Hoffman slaps that one in the hole on the left side. Bell will pick it up. 5th hit for the Red Sox. And that'll bring up Dwight Evans, who homered to start the ball game. Opening 9 for Clancy, and he knows what you did. 33 pitches, an inning and a third. Not good. 5 hits, and the homers from Evans and Boggs. A career year for Hoffman, indeed. Hasn't walked anybody, nor has he struck anybody out. And I can't imagine the Blue Jays would waste Henke if they're behind by a bunch. Dewey hit his 26 last time, and this time he draws the walk. So first and second for Boggs, and 1 out. Wade hit his 12th of the year. He thinks it's 1987 all of a sudden. He has now scored 123 runs in the replay. Clancy's pitch. And that's a base hit. Barfield will get it in the gap. Hoffman might round third. Barfield has a howitzer for an arm. And so it is loaded for Buckner, who is 0 for 1. So the Red Sox, who scored 3 in the first inning, have them loaded now for Buckner, who's already driven in 103. Pitch from Clancy. There's a base hit left center field. Hoffman will score. Evans will round third as Mosby picks it up in the gap, and Dewey's going to hold. So it's now 4-0. And the bases are loaded for Rice, who was looking for his 100th RBI. Or is 26 running into a double play? Because I know some of you are thinking that. So Evans on third, Boggs on second, Buckner on first for Rice. And Clancy is in a world of hurt here in the second inning. Rice line drive to first, and Johnson's there, 2 out. Buckner got back. And that'll bring up Gedman, who has a grand slam this year. He singled and scored. We're about to see Red Sox baseball do its finest. Get them loaded, leave them on. Clancy's pitch. Nope, they're not. That's going to be past Oregon to center field. Evans will score. Boggs rounds third. Mosby will throw it in the infield. And for Gedman, that's 2 RBI, and that is the ball game for Clancy. So in a game that Toronto would love to have, they are behind the 8 ball as Steve Davis in his 8.59 ERA come in with the Red Sox leading 6-0. So Steve is a lefty. 5th appearance. He's 25 years old. Fly ball plus pitcher, and the fastball tops out at 93. He is eligible for the playoffs, should the Blue Jays make it. He last pitched on the 14th and lost 5-4. He threw 2/3 of an inning, 35 pitches, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 1. So the numbers for Davis so far aren't good. 14 2/3 innings, 24 hits, 15 runs, 14 earned, 2 home runs allowed, 10 walks, and 15 strikeouts. In real life, he has an earned run average of 354. Armas tripled and drove home a run in the first. Pitch to Tony. Into shallow center field. Mosby rides the Schwinn and makes the catch. So that will retire the side. 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors. After 2, it's 6-0 Boston. So Witt, Oregon, Fernandez, Ernie, 251, 19 homers, and 59 RBI. And if the Blue Jays are going to come back to win this one, they have been handed a big shovel because that is a gigantic hole they need to dig themselves out of. Walked him. So Witt, 3-1 fastball was high, and that'll bring up Org at 295, 6 homers, and 30 RBI. Got him! He swung on and missed a 1-2 fastball. So for Nipper, his opening 9, 2 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. And Nipper looks like he has just finished his Marlboro Red, waiting for the line to go down to get into work at Dunkin' Donuts. He's looking for that iced coffee and the cruller. He's thinking it's a long, long shift for him. Pitch to Fernandez. Tony 0 for 1. Gets away from Gedman, but not far enough for Witt to go anywhere. And Tony still has a 9-game hitting streak. I mean, have you ever seen a baseball card picture that someone looks that unhappy? Staring off into space. The count is 3-1 to Fernandez. Tony hits it up the middle. Hoffman steps on second for 1 to throw to Buckner, and it's a 6-3 double play. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 2.5, 6-0 Boston. So here's Easler Mike is 0 for 1. Davis, by the way, can throw 75 pitches. He threw 6 to get out of the second. Got him. 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Rick A. Kreskin is our latest follower. We're now 238. Rick? I wonder if any relation to the magician, the mighty Kreskin. That would be like Betty Houdini following us, which would be cool. Marty's 0 for 1. Pitch to Davis. There's a fly ball, right center field. Mosby coming in. And that is an out, 2 away. Here's Hoffman. As Jamie said, a career year. He had 276 in the real season. He singled and scored his first time up. Davis winds and deals. And there's a fly ball, left center field. Mosby moseying over, and that will retire the side. Red Sox go in order after 3. Boston 6, Toronto nothing. So Mosby, Mullenix, and Bell to face Nipper. Again, Al had a tough day at the plant. Didn't make his quota. Mosby doubled his first time up. To third, Boggs. 1 out. Here's Mullenix. Rance is 0 for 1. Rance swings. That's into right center field. Armas moving way over, and I don't think there's a ballpark in Canada that would hold that. That is in the bleachers in center field. Mullenix just smashed that one halfway to the pike. And it's now 6-1 on his 10th of the year. Again, every time we do the replay, it's a challenge. And the only thing Tony could do is turn and watch it go. And the Blue Jays are on the board. Brings up Bell. George is 0 for 1. Nipper adjusts himself. Pitches hit left side. Boggs and Easler will be weighed. 2 out for Oliver, who's 0 for 1. Only the second hit for the Blue Jays. Oliver slaps that one to Barrett deep in the hole. Throws to first on a good play for the out. And that will retire the side. 1 run on the solo homer by Mullenix. 1 hit and no errors. Bottom of the 4th here at Fenway. 6-1 Boston. And so now we'll show you the stats. The Dodgers, since they clinched, are rubbish. They've lost 2 straight. Tommy's team is 95-49. In the East, the Cardinals realize that, you might actually want to punch that ticket to go to the playoffs. They've won 4 straight, have an 11-game lead over the Mets and the Expos, and the magic number is 8. California and Kansas City are tied up. They are a pretzel at 78-66. And so the Angels have won 5 straight and 8 of 10. The Royals have won 2 straight and 6 of 10. And it's going to come right down to brass tacks for that. In the East, Toronto by 4 over the Yankees. The Blue Jays' magic number is 14. The Red Sox are 5.5 back. They lost the first game of this set to Toronto, and Boston has already done better than they did in real life. They've done that. Yeah, the Mets are the Ferris Bueller of this replay. Jamie, they didn't show up the first half of the year, and when you look at the final standings, they're going to go, oh, well, they finished in second place. The Red Sox, by the way, are 48-24 at Fenway. They're 667 winning percentage at home. Here's Dwight Evans. Dewey has walked, homered, and scored twice. So yeah, the Mets made a race of it after the race was over. Evans walks. Full count fastball dismissed. Brings up Boggs. Wade has singled and homered. Wade now has 212 hits on the replay. And as we said, 124 runs. Davis delivers to Boggs. Wade into left center. Mosby rides the Schwinn. Coming in. Makes the catch. Evans goes back to first. And just to clarify, no as played in the playoffs. Vince Coleman and Jack Clark will thank you. Here's Bill Buckner. Bill 1 for 2. He has singled and driven in his 104th. Right field, Barfield into right center, and Jesse will make the catch. Evans retreats. 2 out. For Rice, who's 0 for 2. Just in case you're wondering, the American League Series will start in the Eastern winter. So Toronto, New York, or right here at Fenway Park. Pitch to Rice. Extra bases. That's going to hit the wall in left field. Rice is going to have 2. Mullenix with a bad dive. Evans is going to round third and score. And Mr. Rice has driven in his 100th of the year on his 19th double. And so the Red Sox go up 7-1. Here comes Gedman. Rich is 2 for 2 with 2 RBI. We're getting into school closing territory when we read the summary after the next half inning. Pitch to Gedman. Walked him. So Davis hasn't pitched all that well either. Here's Armas. Tony has a triple. He's 1 for 2. And he drove in his 84th. Davis, 49 pitches in 2 innings. And so Bobby Cox was looking for Davis to go probably about 4. Now the good news is there's 2 out here in the 4th. And Armas walks, but Davis has done himself no favors, and the Red Sox have him loaded for Mike Easler, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. In case you're wondering, Easler has a grand slam. And if he hits one here, then, keep me company, because this game will have been broken open. That's a base hit. That might be more. Rice will score. Barfield picks it up in right center. Gedman, with good speed for a catcher, will round third. He's going to run on Barfield's arm. Barfield, I can't imagine, is going to throw this to the plate. So 2 more score on the Easler single, and the Red Sox are up 9-1. Brings up Marty Barrett, who's 0 for 2. So Witt goes out to talk to Davis. Pitch to Barrett. Into right, Barfield trailing over in the corner, and Jesse will make the catch. That will retire the side, but the Red Sox get 3 on 2 hits and no errors. After 4 at the Fens, it is 9-1 Boston. So Johnson, Barfield, and Witt to face Nipper here in the 5th. Cliff struck out his first time up. He got him again. And 0-2 fastball looking. So I'll bring up Barfield. The Yankees want the Red Sox to score as many runs as possible just to get it out of their system. Jesse is 0 for 1. And he gets hit. Now that wasn't intentional at all with a 17,000 run lead. That hit him in the ribs, and then I'll bring up Witt, who walked. And so for Al Nipper, that's how you have a winning record with an earned run average of 6. Base hit right center field. Evans will pick it up. Barfield will hold at second, first and second, 1 out for Org, who struck out. And if you're wondering, yes, this mid-'80s Red Sox squad blew a 9-run lead at Yankee Stadium in 1987. Someone remembers that game all too well. And if you want to stick that knife into me, you know who started for the Red Sox that night? Roger Clemens. Pitch to Org. Left side, Boggs and Easler. Mike moves over, but the line makes the catch. Barfield should hold at second. Oh, they're going to try for it because Easler's got a ramen noodle arm. Easler throws, and Barfield safe. Barely. He got in under the tag. So 2 out for Fernandez. Tony 0 for 2 with a grounded into a double play thrown in. Nipper opening 18, 78 pitches, 4 2/3, 3 hits. The home run to Mullenix, the lone run for the Blue Jays. A walk and 3 strikeouts. It was the Coyce. Sure, Jed. Pitch to Tony. Here's a line drive past Barrett, so Barfield will score. It's 9-2, and we are going to be into school closing territory in a moment here. Witt's going to dig for third. Imus is going to throw. Ernie is safe. Barely. Not easily, as it said in the text. Third base robot umpire had to think about that one for a minute. Was distracted by the Roomba changing its bag over by first. Here's Mosby. Lloyd 1 for 2 with a double. So the score now is 9-2. 2 out in the 5th. Runners on the corners. Nipper. Got him! Stan Clark coming in to pitch for Toronto. Halfway home on a Tuesday afternoon. 1 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. For the Jays, it's now 9-2 Red Sox. Well, if you joined us late, you've missed a lot. This one has been a good one so far, if you're a Red Sox fan. If you're a Blue Jays fan, just on YouTube, just skip forward to the end. Maybe. Red Sox get 3 in the first. Dwight Evans started the ball game as 26th of the year to make it 1-0. Then Wade Boggs sent one into Ted Williams territory in right center to make it 2-0. Boggs has hit 12. They say it's the chicken. We'll just leave it at that. Sign mine, I'll read that in a second. Tony Arm has tripled to make it 3-0 to score Rich Gedman. In the second, the Red Sox doubled their lead. Bill Buckner singled home Glenn Hoffman, and Rich Gedman singled home too to make it 6-0. Blue Jays got on the board in the fourth. Rance Mullenix a solo homer to make it 6-1. The Red Sox retaliated. They sent 8 to the plate. Jim Rice now has 100 RBI. He drove home Dwight Evans to make it 7-1. Mike Easler a 2-run single to make it 9-1. And then Tony Fernandez now has a 10-game hitting streak. He singled home Jesse Barfield to make it 9-2. Jim Clancy was Christmas treed. An inning and 2/3, 8 hits for the Jays. Starters, 6 runs, all earned to 2 homers and a walk. Davis is done, 2 1/3 for Steve. 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 1. Al Nipper, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. The home run to Mullenix, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. And so we've reached September, and so Stan Clark and his 4 real-life innings come to play for the Blue Jays. And if you don't remember Stan Clark, I don't either. 25 years old, a fastball tops out at 87, and if he was in California, he'd be a Chevron. He's pitched twice. His last time out was against the Yankees on the 12th, and he could only really go about 1 inning. Threw 9 pitches in 2/3 of an inning, and so overall, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, it was earned. It was a home run against the Tigers a week ago, and his ERA is 9. Ron, would you consider comparing real versus replay stats for all teams and important players after the end of the season? I've got to do that a couple times. This is our 4th season replay. I will tell you this, because someone on Facebook asked about numbers. I did the slash line already for 85 compared to real life, and the on-base percentage was dead on. But if there's enough interest in it, I can certainly do that. I mean, the game is accurate. Hoffman 1 for 2. Glenn has a single and a run scored. Up the middle, Fernandez will grab it over to first. 1 out. For Dewey, who has had himself a game. He has homered and walked twice. He's homered, walked twice, and scored 3 times, which brings together a Commodore song. So Evans has 106 runs. His 26th to lead to start the ballgame. Clark delivers. Popped up. Witt will make the catch. Bobby Cox scratching his head that the pitcher probably with the shortest endurance is the one that's going to pitch the best. Here's Boggs. Wade 2 for 3. He has singled, homered, scored twice. And that ball is gone. So Wade again makes a rainmaker out to right center field, and it's now 10-2 Boston. You now think the Red Sox really wanted that game yesterday that they lost in 12. Here's Buckner. I'm not going to show it again. It's 10-2. So Buckner 1 for 3 with an RBI. His 104th. Pitch from Clark. Got him. So Buckner swings and misses, and that will retire the side, but the Red Sox add 1 more. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the 6th in the back bay, 10-2, Sox. So Nipper to face Mulliniks, Bell, and Oliver. Up the middle, Marty Barrett, the front of the bag, throws to first for the out. George Bell, who is 0 for 2. And there's a fly ball center field. Armas, 2 out. I think we're with you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. The wife will let me know about Thursday, and if we're not with you Thursday, we'll be with you Friday. Oliver is 0 for 2. Al into center field. Armas coming in. Makes the catch, and that's through 6 for Nipper. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Bottom of the 6th, 10-2 home team. So Rice, Gedman, and Armas, Clark will start the inning. Jim Ed had a double his last time up and has driven in now 100 in 1985. Yeah, I think what happened with Rice is they were out of it at this point. Yep, this is his last game. So he played in 140. I don't think he got hurt. But yeah, this is it for Jim Ed. In the right field, Barfield doesn't even have to move. The good thing is, if the Red Sox somehow win the division, we are not going to repeat 1975. He's going to play. Unless someone can tell me that he really got hurt. Or I can look it up, I suppose. Rich Gedman has singled twice, 2 RBI, and 2 runs scored and a walk. All right, let me look over here. Yeah, Greenwell came up. And again, you know, the Red Sox 181 in real life, playing out the string. was part of a discussion John was on Facebook concerning the game's accuracy. The gentleman was criticizing some of the extreme outliers, and I was able to counter with stats from the replay that were dead on. I don't want to replicate a season unless replicating is the project I'm testing. Otherwise, John says, I like to analyze why certain players were outliers. Different situations make player outcomes deviate from what may have been the norm for a given season. Yep. I will say this, 85 is going to probably give you at least 3, if not all 4, playoff teams that match real life. And again, if you want exact, baseballreference.com will tell you anything you ever wanted to know on a batter-by-batter basis from 1985. Gedman is 2 for 2. Walks. So let's see how long they'll milk Clark for. He's right on 20 pitches. Here's Armas. Tony with the triple and an RBI. But the storyline could be, because in real life, Greenwell gets his cup of coffee, and he got another one in 86. It's eerie how similar my 85 is to John's. You had Toronto beating the Dodgers, right? In your World Series? But for storyline purposes here, you know, Rice might have pulled a hamstring in this game or something like that. Gone. And this one is a woodshed game for the Boston Red Sox. Tony Armas, his second home run of the game. This one ends up in the screen in left center. And again, I'm not going to show you again just because we want to move this along. And that was Armas' 28th. And that'll do it for Clark. John Cerruti. Oh my goodness gracious. 509? Wow. John Cerruti is the next punching bag for the Blue Jays, 12-2 Boston. So Cerruti has faced 3 batters at 25 years old and retired them all. He is a cup of coffee call-up, and that's why you do it. He faced the Twins and got them in order. Standard pitcher, fastball at 90. Cerruti, he won't get a decision today. It's 12-2 now, Boston. He went 0-2 down the stretch for Toronto with a 5.40 ERA and 6 2/3, 10 hits, a homer. He walked 4 and struck out 5. He would not be eligible if the Blue Jays win the division. Wow, I'll get to that in a second. Cerruti will be a major part of their future success. Eastler 1 for 3. He has single, driven in 2. So John says the Dodgers beat the Jays in 7, and I could see that happening in my World Series. The Jays took the AL East just as it did in real life final weekend with the Yankees. I think they're going to do a little bit better than that, but not sure. Dodgers and the Cards ran away with it. Yep. And the 85 Mets finished 11 back, which right now is the difference between St. Louis and the Mets. Eastler, line drive, right field, a base hit. The Reds won 90, but were never in it. Big Dave, how are you? So that brings up Marty Barrett. These two teams have played each other fairly close. 5-4 in favor of Toronto. I'm expecting it'll be 5-5 after this one's over, with 3 left in Toronto. Now, how have the 3 teams in contention done against each other? Well, the Red Sox have won the season series against the Yankees 7-6. Toronto and the Yankees play 3 more times the last weekend of the season in Toronto, and the Blue Jays are 6-4. So against their big division foes, 11-8 is Toronto. The Yankees are 10-13, and the Red Sox are 11-11. John managed the Reds and played catch-up the entire season. Did Rose break the record for you? Here's Marty Barrett. He's 0 for 3. So Rudy deals. Barrett into left center. Mosby rides a Schwinn coming in to make the catch. I think he said he managed the Reds. Dave, who did the Blue Jays go with in the playoffs at first? Because it can't be Cliff Johnson. That would be a huge mistake. Here's Hoffman. Glenn is 1 for 3. A single and a run scored. Nope, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Jamie Windows' first ever games at Fenway in '85. The last series against Milwaukee. Your dad had to go to Boston for work and took your brother and yourself with him. That's great. Jamie's been doing the Kitty to College shuffle. Hopefully that went well for you. Hoffman, ground ball up the middle. Fernandez over the mound, throws to first, and Johnson makes that catch for the out. So that will retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the 7th, 12-2 Boston. So Al Nipper, holding to a 10-run lead, will face Johnson, Barfield, and Witt. Cliff at 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Chat can move rather fast. Mr. Sign Mind. I'm assuming it's a mister. And Willie Upshaw's going to pinch hit. So Cliff's 7-game hitting streak is snapped. Johnson at 251, 11 homers, and 61 RBI, and does not have a pinch hit. Hoffman, 1 out. Brings up Barfield. Jesse scored and is 0 for 1. Walked him. Full count fastball was low. Second walk for Nipper. Here's Witt. Ernie 1 for 1 with a walk. Line drive to Hoffman for the out. Barfield back to away. Here's Ord. Barth 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Nipper now at 107 pitches. I think this lead is safe enough for Bob Stanley, don't you? Garth, slow chopper by the mound. Hoffman digging in, throws to Buckner, and Garth is out on a bang banger. Stretch time 12-2. Evans, Boggs, and Buckner as we start the 7th. Red Sox win that game, Jamie? Dwight, 26 of the year. He has walked twice and scored 3 times. To Mullenix, 1 out. Upshaw, by the way, is 6 at first. Here's Boggs. Wade has homered twice today. Now it's 13. And has driven in 62 and has scored 125 runs. This is game 146 for the Red Sox. And Boggs hits this one into right center. Mosby coming in for the out. 2 away for Buckner. Bill 1 for 4. Has struck out, singled, and driven in a run. Right back to Cerruti, who throws to Upshaw. And that will retire the side. Clean inning for Toronto. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Red Sox. Go to the 8th, 12-2. So Nipper, 27 batters, 110 pitches. ERA is down to 6.03. 7 innings for Al, 4 hits. The home run to Mullenix. He walked 2 and struck out 4. Jamie says went to 2. I'm not sure who won, but remember Billy Joe Robideau hitting 2 homers in the last game of the year. You'll never forget that. It's one of those Topps Future Star cards, I think. Pitch to Fernandez, 1 for 3. Struck him out. That's 5 for Al. He got him to chase, 0-1-2 curve. So Mosby up. Lloyd, 1 for 3. A double and a strikeout. To short. Hoffman. 2 out. Brings up Mullenix. Rants his 10th of the year in the 4th when it was 6-0. Pitch from Nipper. Base hit, so Mullenix will be 2 for 4. Evans will pick it up. Barrett should have had it. Here's George Bell. George is 0 for 3. 2 out, top of the 8th. Gedman and Nipper have a word. To Barrett, and Marty will make a leaping catch to retire the side. Well, how about that? Nipper's going to get a chance for the complete game. No runs. The Blue Jays leave on another runner after 7.5, 12-2 Boston. Well, here's one of the idiosyncrasies of a replay. Now, the computer can use Jim Rice as a pinch hitter. This would be his last start of the year. Last start of the year. He's 1 for 4, 19 doubles, and 100 RBI. So, if you're wondering how close they are, look, it's 3 hits, a double. The triples are on the number. Little low in the home runs. RBIs within 3, and he missed by 1 run scored. Thankfully, he did not run into that many double plays. He walked 5 less times and struck out 5 less times. So, if you're wondering about accuracy, that's pretty good. Pitch to Rice is a fly ball to right. Barfield in the corner. Jesse has it. 1 out for Gedman. Rich is 2 for 2. Has 2 RBI, 2 singles, 3 runs scored, and 2 walks. Base hit left field. So Bell will pick it up. 14th hit for the Red Sox. 12 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They've left on 6. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. And they've left on 5. Armas, a triple and a home run today. 2 for 3. He now has driven in 86, including 3 in this one. I hit the button. Ground ball might be 2. Ord to Fernandez. Tony's throw to Upshaw. And that's a 4-6-3 double play. So we go to the 9th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Al Nipper 3 outs away from his 12th win of the year. So it'll be Oliver, Upshaw, and Barfield. Al is 0 for 3. Nipper's pitch to start the 9th is a line drive to Boggs. A web jam! Boggs just laid out there like it was a buffet at Charlie's Chicken. Oh, an 0-1 pitch, and Boggs made a leaping dive to rob him of a double. Brings up Upshaw. Well, he is 0 for 1. Got him. No, Ron, that's a walk. 3-1 fastball. High and inside. Is this one? I have no idea if this one. It's more accurate than the OOTP is for replays. People swear by Diamond Mind. I will say this game is very accurate, but there are a lot of very accurate games out there. What do you guys consider to be the most accurate game? It's in the ballpark, for sure. Barfield is 0 for 1. He has scored and walked. That's into left field. Easler in the corner. Mike will get it. There's about 5 feet of foul territory out there, and he used every single one of them. So 2 out. Last chance here for the Blue Jays. They need 10 to tie and 11 to make me go even bolder. It'll be Ernie Witt. Ernie's 1 for 2 with a walk. Jamie played Diamond Mine for years. It was accurate, but would not say more than Action PC, at least not enough to make a difference. I think they're all fairly accurate. And I think it comes down to, for me, what is more fun to go with that accuracy. But this game, I mean, I've probably done close to 500 Action PC baseball games online. Pitch to Witt. Got him to end the ball game. Swung on and missed. Al Nipper wins this one 12-2. 12 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. They are 83 and 63. And they left on 6. Toronto, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left on 6. And Al Nipper is going to be your digitalized player of the game. Here's a guy with an earned run average of 620 coming in, and he throws a 5-hitter. 9 innings, 5 hits. He goes to 12 and 7. 2 runs, both earned. A home run. He walked 3 while striking out 6. He threw 139 pitches. So technically he was tired, but the Red Sox lived to fight on another day. Poor Jim Clancy. Pitched a dud. It was a very definition of a Christmas tree. 1 2/3, 8 hits, 6 runs all earned, the 2 homers, a walk and a strikeout. Davis, so Rudy, the rookie, pitched well to close this one out for Toronto. 2 2/3 and 2 hits. But Toronto on the wrong end of a 12-2. And so for the moment, no magic number change. It's still 14, and the Yankees trail by 3.5. Now, who do the Yankees play? They play the Tigers in Detroit, and we'll just hit that one first for you. No. That's not what I want. Let's try this again. Uncle Ron hit the wrong button. Hit auto. Okay. And the Yankees gain no ground as the Tigers beat them 10-8. Hernandez goes to 5 and 3. So the magic number is down by 1. And so the lead remains 4. Righetti takes a loss. And if the Yankees don't take this to the last weekend, it's the bullpen for New York. And Johnny Grubb, 2 for 3, is 5th of the year. Alan Trammell, by the way, 4 hits in that one. The rest of this Wednesday the 18th in baseball, the Mets beat the Cubs 6-1. Aguilera 5 and 8. Trout 6 and 10. Wally Backman 2 for 3 and 3 RBI. Rangers beat the Twins 5-1. Charlie Huffman, a 17-game winner, 17-13. Schramm 12 and 11. Bush 1 for 1 is 8th of the year. Mets get no help from the Cardinals. They beat the Phillies 4-2. Bob Forsch 6 and 8. John Denny 2 and 22. Goodness gracious, Buffy St. Marie. Van Slyke 1 for 1 is 8th of the year. He walked 3 times. Montreal in 12 beats Pittsburgh 8-6. Bert Roberge goes to 4-0. Jose De Leon 7 and 11. Though thank heaven. 4 for 5 as Tony Pena is 5th of the year and drives in 2. Cleveland 2, Oakland 1. Schultz goes to 6 and 6. Jose Rio, who dances in the sand, goes to 1 and 4. Joe Carter 2 for 2, a double, and a stolen base. We told you about the Yankees. The Orioles beat the Brewers 4-2. Scott McGregor 10 and 9. Leary. Did Clancy have plus stuff? I didn't even notice. If he did, he needed that vitamin B12 shot. Larry 1 and 1. Freddie Lynn 2 for 4 is 18th of the year, drives in 2. Reds beat the Braves 7-4. Run with 2 wins. Robinson 8 and 5. Len Barker 3 and 10. Dale Murphy 41st of the year and a double, 3 for 4. Seattle beats Kansas City and California wins. So California's up by a game. Seattle's 7-5 win. Paul Mirabella beats Dan Quisenberry. Mirabella 1-0. The Quiz 8 and 12 again. I think Kansas City's pen is the weak link, which is why I think whoever wins the AL East is going to be favored if it is KC. Phil Bradley 3 for 4 and 2 triples. The Angels go into Comiskey and pound them 10-1. Don Sutton 1-0 with the Angels. Gene Nelson 4 and 14. Doug DeCinces 1 for 4 and 19. His 19th of the year, drives in 4. San Diego stops San Francisco 6-3. Lance McCullers 2 and 3. Baylor Moore, I think that is his own one. Kurt Bavacqua makes Tommy Lasorda say nasty stuff. 3 for 4, his 4th of the year, and drives in 5. And Houston beats Los Angeles 3-1. Solano beats Powell. Ross with the save, but it's too little too late for the Astros. So our next broadcast is tomorrow, the 20th of September, and it will be Montreal and St. Louis. And that is absolutely barn burner huge, because St. Louis really can salt this away right now. And so, until then, I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you the next time. Did you want to see if Clancy had plus stuff? Clancy had plus stuff. So long, everybody.